Hi everyone, I am Abigail Sapir from Zichron Yaakov, Israel. Welcome to week 6 of foundational healing with using natural solutions, including essential oils and whole food supplements, clean eating, pure water, alkaline water, electrolytes, and all sorts of things. There is so much that we have, so many tools and resources that we have at our fingertips in order to help us reach our goals on our wellness journey. And I'm just so excited to be back this week. So we're just going to do a little bit of review and remind you that, again, we are not claiming that anything is a cure or will heal. Okay, we do believe and understand from nature and science that the body heals itself. And what we're doing in our everyday lives is either supporting this natural function of our body or it's fighting against it. And obviously that is what we do not want to do. Just don't forget there are 30 to 40 trillion cells in the body that are tirelessly working to achieve equilibrium, always regenerating and with a new code, and either they're always regenerating with the code that they have at that time. So if we have given our bodies the tools and the information and the correct environment that it needs in order to function properly, in order for each of those individual cells to work at their most ideal level, then every time that cell regenerates, it's regenerating with a more whole and perfected code, which effectively can stop or greatly reduce the aging process, because there's other factors involved to aging, but the largest percentage of it is the cell breakdown, and then the system not working, and then the organ not working, and et cetera, et cetera. So let's also remind ourselves this week, what do we want to avoid? If this is any of this here on this slide is what you're feeling, then your body is out of balance. It is in dis-ease. Not that you have a disease, but it is not at ease. It is dis-ease. And we want to stop that, and we want to feel different. So we talked about toxins. This is our main subject, how toxins get in, where they get stored, and how they get out, and what is the process of that so that we can support our body's natural detoxification system. Okay, and this week we are coming into up to kidneys, and next week we'll do colon. And because I like to keep it short and sweet, right, with the least amount of talking possible, this is me, I'm separating the kidneys and the GI tract, just taking one subject at a time. This is what we do want to feel like when our kidneys are healthy and our liver is healthy, which we've talked about last week, and our respiratory system is healthy. Then when all of our body is working at its most ideal function and level, it is the energy is raised, the frequency of our body raises, as well as we get to feel good. And we all want to feel great all the time. We deserve it. We're worth it. Don't let anyone tell you, oh, those creaky, achy knees that hurt every time you get out of bed in the morning, just a reminder that you're alive. Well, yes, thank you. Thank you that I'm alive. Thank you that I'm here. Thank you that I'm still working, but no to pain. No, I do not accept it. We don't accept pain as a regular part of life. Pain is a message system. It's like the internal social media of the body. And it's telling you something's out of order, something's out of balance. I am not at ease here. I am not comfortable. I'm not safe. I'm not feeling good. And so don't get used to those aches and pains. Learn what they mean. Learn the message behind them. This chart is what we want to feel like all the time, and we can. So let's talk about kidneys. And the fact that we have two of them, I love this picture of the kidneys. I just love it. I know it's, you know, drawn, but it's such a cool view into it. It's exactly what I would imagine. So the fact that we have two of these guys really should tell us a lot about how important they are to our internal cleanliness. And as we're going through this pre-Pesach Passover time, and we're cleaning our house, and we're cleaning our cars, and we are also cleaning our bodies. At least here in our doTERRA team, this is what we're working on right now. We are doing a cleanse. We're doing a detox. We're getting our body ready for some more freedom. We're releasing all of the stuff that does not serve us, and we're letting it go. And we are learning how to feel differently. So the kidneys, they filter our blood and toxic waste and excess water. And the best way to look after your kidneys, the easiest and the first thing you always want to do is make sure that you have plenty of water and that you're drinking lemon juice on a regular basis, and really on a daily basis. Lemon juice has a lot of health benefits. And one of the nice things that we have in natural healing is we don't really experience side effects, we experience side benefits. So I'm going to drink lemon juice for the health of my kidneys, but what it's also going to do is it is going to help clean out my stomach and intestines. And lemon also has natural electrolytes. So I have a lot of side benefits in the, even while and without side effects, like negative side effects. Okay, so our kidneys how do they get damaged? They get hurt when we're eating processed foods, we don't get enough sleep, we don't have enough hydration, proper hydration, not plain water, alkaline water, electrolyte water. Meat is difficult to digest and to process. Pharmaceuticals, even if someone must take pharmaceuticals, there is a side effect. Almost always, some have direct effect on the kidney itself, and others, it's a byproduct of trying to process it and metabolize it. And you know, the parts that the body cannot and does not want to use to go through the kidneys is difficult. Dairy is damaging. Salt, we all know salt, too much salt. You know what? It's really great to use a lot of celery. Celery is a natural sodium. It's delicious. You can put it in soups, you can put it in salad, you can actually cut it or shred it, cut it into small, put it in the blender maybe, and or the food processor, and then lay it out on a tray and dehydrate it, and then grind it up like in a coffee grinder or something, or a blender into powder, and use it as seasoning in your in everything, on your soups and salads and everything that you would want salt on. So that's a really nice, when celery is in season, take advantage, dehydrate as much as you can. Sitting is not good for kidney health. If you remember the diagram here, you can see how the body is really built in this vertical line, right? And we're vertical for a reason. We are connecting, our feet are on the ground and our head is always up in the clouds. We're dreaming, we're connected energetically, spiritually, however you want to look at it. And so when we sit down, it kind of cuts off half of that body connection. And there's something to be said about, you know, getting the root chakra sitting on the ground. That can also be very healing and rooting, and that's great. But we sit in chairs, uncomfortable, I'm going to say the word wrong, so I'm not going to say it because it just got mixed up in my mind. But it's not good for our posture and our anatomy, the way the chairs are shaped. And so it puts pressure on the systems and the organs. Smoking is also not good for us. So those are some things that you can just know right off the bat. If I'm eating processed foods and meat and milk and taking pharmaceuticals, especially unnecessary ones, eating too much salt, you know, all of these things, it's like what a lot of people do every day. And that should make us pause and think, where are we at in society, in our health awareness, and as an individual, as a body, as like this machine that is self-sustaining and self-healing and can function without any help from the outside if it has the right information, the right nutrition, and the right environment. So let's continue with kidney function. This is just a great little diagram that shows you kind of like where stuff is coming, how stuff is coming into the kidneys. The blood, the pure blood without waste is coming in, and the blood with waste is coming in. And so the kidney is, you know, processing all of that, and it's going to different places. Ultimately, it's going to end up in your urine. Really complicated maze of directions there. Our bodies are absolutely fascinating. And the kidneys are just really efficient filters. They're not like the sponge exactly. They're like a filter. They rid the body of waste and toxic substances, and they return back into us vitamins and minerals. I'm sorry, I started out that completely wrong with the blood coming in and the blood going out. Not two types of blood coming in, obviously, because just like the liver is filtering our blood, then the kidneys do the same thing at like a different level and returning pure blood back into our cardiovascular system. It gives us vitamins, amino acids, glucose, hormones, and other really vital substances back into our bloodstream. So, and kidneys receive a really high blood flow, and this is filtered through specialized blood vessels. Under toxic conditions, even the most effective organs can become overwhelmed. This organ is working all the time. And if it is if that blood with waste coming in is too full of toxins, it's overwhelming for the kidneys. Now, don't forget, you might think, oh my gosh, I know I'm overloaded with toxins. Quick, do a kidney cleanse. Yes, and do it slowly. The more toxic we are, the more full the sponge of the liver and the filter of the kidney are. And imagine your air conditioning filter, right? You know, every year when you, or hopefully every few months, when you clean that out, you know, it's got this black suit over it, not wearable, suit. And just imagine you were to just dump like the contents of your vacuum cleaner over that filter. How much clean air is going to be able to come through? Like none. It's going to be completely stuck, completely backed up. Okay, that is overwhelmed. So what we want to do before the detox, and an intense detox is going to dump that, you know, that whole vacuum cleaner of toxins onto that filter, right? So we want to do it slowly. And one of the best things you can do to start that process is the lemon juice. Just drinking the lemon juice, it is healing and soothing, and it also helps cleanse. It has a cleansing property. It's an astringent. So it's going to help the kidneys clean out of them by themselves. And then you can, and as well as it does do some detox, it has some detox properties. But it's small in comparison to like an intense cleanse. And so then as your kidney, that filter is getting cleaned out, you're going to start being able to detox more intensely. To take your green juice every day, make sure that your water is alkaline and full of electrolytes. Stop eating those processed foods. That already allows the body's natural detox process to continue without interruption. We lose the fatigue, the nausea, the anorexia, We lose the edema, the hold, when we hold water on the joints, hypertension, shortness of breath, chest pain, mental like moodiness and feeling under and down. All of these change and release, and it just goes away. We don't even have to do anything about it. And isn't that wonderful? It just happens. So these are some of the signs and symptoms that you might be experiencing kidney disease or damage, or just being overwhelmed, the kidney being overwhelmed. Take a look at this. Just, this is just for education. This is just a check-in where you are. This isn't to scare anybody, and it is certainly not to focus on and to think about all the time. And obviously some of these things have crossover symptoms of other problems or issues that the body could have, but that's okay. Interesting thing that a lot of people don't realize is foam in the urine. That is a signal that your kidneys are really struggling. Also the baggy eyes. Liver and kidneys is, you start to get those real big bags under the eyes, and then they get darker. And you see a lot of people have them. And sometimes you see it in younger people who are under high stress. But a lot of times like 30, 40 and up, and you start to just get those bigger bags under the eyes. It's not just age, folks. It's your body, and it's trying to tell you something. Itchy skin, dry skin, not always edema. Often, and don't forget that skin problems are rooted in gut and kidney liver issues. Okay, and what's another one? More common symptoms. Again, the ammonia smelling breath. Have you ever noticed somebody with just really like weird breath? Loss of appetite, obviously kidney pain. Now, don't forget that your kidneys, every body is different. So you might feel kidney pain in front, and you might feel kidney pain in back where your kidneys are. You might feel it in your very, very low back and think that you just have back problems. So here are some examples of CKD, which stands for chronic kidney disease. Again, some of the same things, trouble concentrating, trouble sleeping, not hungry. Watch out if your kids are not hungry. If you don't feel hunger, do some kidney cleanses. Work on that. Drink, soak your water in, put, oh gosh, I'm sorry for the English. It's not that I'm fluent in Hebrew, it's just that certain words I forget in English because I use them all the time. Petrozelia is, okay, they're green herbs, Mexican food. Cilantro, there we go, cilantro and parsley. So put those in your water every day and drink the parsley water and the cilantro water. It's really excellent for you, especially for your kidneys. And just don't let any symptom that your body gives you go unaddressed. I know it's so easy to be like, I'll let the doctor deal with it. Everything's fine. It's just a normal part of aging, et cetera, et cetera. We often have excuses for why we aren't taking 100% responsibility for ourselves, mind, body, and emotions. So look, here is the last thing, a main thing that I want to suggest to you, a lemon juice enema. Lemon juice enemas, first, the lemon is really good for the kidneys, right? So just absorbing a little bit of that is going to be helpful. Lemon is astringent, it's cleansing, it's pH balancing. It has electrolytes in it. And the interesting thing is that people with constipation are more likely to develop kidney disease. This was a new study in 2016. And this discovery suggests that kidney problems might be prevented or treated by managing constipation. What is constipation? Constipation, traditionally, if you your answer will probably be when it's hard to move a bowel movement out. When it's hard to get the bowel movement out, you have to strain or push, or it just doesn't come. But I want to suggest that constipation is more than that. Before you get to that point where it's hard for the bowel movement to come out of the body, you have stopped pooping. By the time people get constipated, they're not pooping. They're already have stopped not releasing the waste after they eat. So, the doctor will ask you, do you poop, at least once a day? Yes. Okay. Thank God. If you're pooping at least once a day, this is the minimum. You're not going to die. Something is moving through. Why is this so important that the bowel movement comes out, the waste comes out? Because it's toxic. It's waste. It's toxic waste. It has to come out of the body, or it will re-poison the body. It has to be absorbed back in somehow. It can't just sit there. And so if you're not releasing that waste every single time you eat, then that means that your elimination system, let's take just the liver, kidney, colon, is not working correctly. Something's backed up, something's stuck. So this is so anyways, the constipation preventing kidney problems, this research and study was done by the University of Tennessee Health Science Center and Memphis VA Medical Center. So thank you for that. I love that, because it goes along so well with our natural flow, pun intended. And we just know that if we're not getting that poop out every single time we eat, then we are already constipated. Okay. And here we go. Next slide about oils. I want to just remind you of the wonderful essential oils that can help us, that can support the liver and kidney function. And the liver and kidney, their function is, by definition, detoxification and purification. Citrus oils have been known to help reduce the risk of kidney stones. Great. And by the way, they have also been known to help soften kidney stones very effectively. And to benefit from these oils, you can use 2 drops twice a day. And these are doTERRA essential oils. Now, these oils have been, gone through lab tests, multiple independent lab tests and studies. And these are, according to the company, okay to take internally. Not every company can say that, and prove it, especially. And not every essential oil can be taken internally. So please be educated. These natural solutions is what we used to call in the past natural medicine. It's a big thing. It's a serious thing. And when we're using natural solutions for our health, we still want to be under the care of a health professional. Until you are educated up to the level of a health professional and know how to recognize every plant that's safe to eat, and what properties it has and how to use it, et cetera, please definitely consult with your health professional. So cinnamonaldehyde, the main chemical constituent in that cinnamon bark down there, and cassia oils, is really, according to a June 2015 issue of the Journal of Cellular Biochemistry, they suggest that cinnamonaldehyde acts to support healthy molecular function in the kidneys. So that is really amazing, and we love our cinnamon. Oh my goodness. You can put it in so many things. You can use it in your food. You can make chocolate and put it in. You can dilute it with essential oil. I mean, regular oil, carrier oil, like coconut, and just rub it over your kidneys to help support their just natural function. So the other one, juniper berry, supports healthy kidney and urinary tract function when used internally. And zendocrine essential oil supports the body's natural ability to rid itself of unwanted substances. Detox. Zendocrine helps to the body to cleanse itself from the toxins and the free radicals that can slow us down and leave us feeling heavy and weighted. And a really powerful blend combines rosemary, cilantro, and juniper berry. And these together are known for their detoxifying properties, ability to support healthy liver and kidney functions, as well as to maybe help to draw heavy metals from the body. Tangerine and geranium, do we have those up? Oh, well, they're have purifying effects on unhealthy substances. So again, natural release detoxification function of the body. And according to studies, lavender can help to prevent kidney-related weight increase. So I want to just bring to your attention now that we've learned a bit about the kidneys and how we can support them. What are some natural sources for getting those electrolytes in our body to help support our whole body at the cellular level, as well as to help the kidneys not get dehydrated? Food sources. Look at all those food sources. I love it. I love almost everything on there, except really soybeans aren't my favorites. But otherwise, I mean, we can eat this stuff every day. It's awesome. And liquids, always try to add electrolytes to your water. Try not to drink plain water. Never drink tap water. Always filtered water. Bottled water is acidic. So if you're drinking bottled water, you need to add in electrolytes from one of these natural sources. And if you're not doing electrolytes in that bottle, at least add in something: lemon, cucumber, parsley and cilantro, anything, a slice of any citrus. Just look up how to alkalize your water or alkaline water ideas. It's great. So many people out there are really getting on board with supporting their body's natural function. And we have so many resources today that I did not have when I was young, and I'm so grateful for it. And here I'm just giving you a little grocery list for the beginning of your wellness journey and detox function. And as you go on, I really suggest that you really try to eliminate all of the animal protein, milk and meat. And just don't forget, even when you're eating fish, you can't kill all of the parasites without burning them, like all the way through. So it's impossible to eat any kind of animal meat, flesh, or fish. If you include that with animals. I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat any fish or meat. You can't get the parasites out of them. It's just there, and some have much more than others. Like pig is just, I mean, it's you don't even want to see it. But if you do, look for at pictures of pig, like parasites in pig meat under a microscope, and it's just like you can't see any pure meat anywhere. I can't. Nope, we're going to keep going here. Get to that wonderful nature. Oh, I went too far. So even plant milk can help to bring electrolytes into the body as well. So take this with you when you go to the grocery store. The first thing we want to do on our wellness journey is add in everything that is good for us. And I know this is the 6th week, and you guys that are with me the whole time are like, I know you say this every week, you know, leave me alone. But I'm doing this mostly for everyone who is just watching this one episode on kidney health, and just reminding you, don't put the pressure on yourself to be perfect and to take away all the stuff that's bad for you. Don't start with taking stuff away. Don't start with getting rid of stuff. Start with adding your good stuff in. And when you do that, your body will respond so quickly and joyfully, and you will, by default, start to release the things that are not good for you just because you won't want them anymore. So once we're ready to detox, let's do it. Now, this detox 30-day cleanse and restore kit from doTERRA is very gentle. And according to many midwives and doctors, they have pregnant and nursing women taking this kit just without the GX Assist. The GX Assist there is your GI sweep, you know, your colon cleanse. And that's not something that you would want to do when you're pregnant and nursing. You don't want to do a colon cleanse. It's too intense. But the rest of it is just very gentle. The Lifelong Vitality Pack, you just can't get better than this. It's all of your minerals and vitamins and omegas and antioxidants, etc., that you need to get from your diet, that we can't on a you know, in this day and age. We cannot eat that much food, for one. And for two, a lot of the soil in the world is greatly depleted of minerals. And that's why a lot of, you know, companies add in vitamins and minerals into their processed food, because it's just not there anymore. So the best thing that we can do is give ourselves the gift of the right information and nutrition through whole food supplements. Never take tablets. Whole food supplements, either powder or liquid. And of course, this is a special patented formula that's, you know, like, it's amazing. It's got the right amounts of everything matched together with its partner to make it more effective, etc. It's great. So we are really, really happy with this. And in here, you've got lots of things. You've got your probiotics to help balance that pH. I kind of just lost my page here. There we go. You've got the Zendocrine, which, you know, we already said supports the body's natural detoxification function. Your lemon oil, which is, you know, cleansing and really great for your kidney health. And you're going to just add that in a couple drops into your water every day. DDR Prime is cellular complex. This is going in and helping us to regenerate those cells with a better code, a more healthy and ideal code, more to its original when we were born code, right? And maybe correcting some things that might come through, you know, through genetics as well. And then Terrazyme, enzymes that help to break down the food and waste in our system. And we're often very weak on that because enzymes come from that fresh food, fresh whole foods, and that we don't really get enough of. So this is just a really, oh, of course, the GX Assist, our colon cleanse. It's gentle, it's wonderful. If someone is extremely toxic, as in septic or in the hospital because they're too toxic, barely functioning, too toxic, you know, this is the kind of thing, again, you need to be working with a health professional, because you wouldn't want to start a detox just like that and take all of the vitamins that it says on your first day. You're going to have to go half dose. Some people we've worked with are so toxic they've had to do just one pill at a time until their body can just get rid of some of the toxins. Remember that, you know, emptying the vacuum cleaner out on top of the air conditioning filter, that is unfortunately, it does happen sometimes. So, but we're going to go slowly, and we're going to stay safe and follow instructions and educate ourselves and be under the watchful eye of a healthcare professional. and do really great on this wellness journey and learn so much. I'm telling you, the education that you get from just learning how you work blows your mind, and you start to care about yourself as a body, as a machine, as a person, as a being so much more. And you find yourself unable to like give all the excuses that you could before, because you've become friends with your body and you don't want to hurt it anymore. And you just want to give it good things and take care of it and be kind and loving to it. And in turn, your body supports you. So thank you so much. Next week, we're going to talk about colon health in our week 7. It looks like we're probably going 10 weeks, I think. We're going to do 2 weeks at least on where toxins are stored and how to support those systems. So it might be a little bit longer. And of course, we're going to end up with your emotional brain. So I can't wait for that session. It's going to be a full hour and or maybe 2 parts. Okay, fine. Maybe I'll do 2 parts. Anyways, I will see you in 2 weeks for colon health, okay? Because we're taking a break for Pesach. I've got enough other work to do, and we can just enjoy our vacation time and our family and friends. And don't feel bad. Whatever you're going to eat, eat it. Whatever you're going to drink, drink it. Own it. Don't make excuses. Don't say, oh, I'm going to do this, but no. Just own it. Do what you do and own it, and know what you're doing. And if you're going to eat a very rich meal and drink a lot of wine, make sure that you are fully hydrated beforehand. Before Pesach Seder, before Leila Seder, drink this whole week. Drink all through Shabbat. Drink that lemon water. Ease the strain that's already on your liver and kidneys. And eat mostly fresh foods and get a lot of sleep and drink a lot of water, etc. Just prepare yourself for this. And then when you take on those extra things and treats and special family times, and it won't damage your body as much, and you will know I'm doing this for a different reason, for my soul, for my family, for us to enjoy this holiday. And in the morning, I will wake up and I will drink my green juice smoothie, and I will drink my warm, not hot water with lemon and honey. And, I will be good to myself all the in-between times. So, and in this way, we're honest, we're authentic, and we're real. We're on this journey, and it's not perfect, and that's okay. And so are we. We are perfectly imperfect, or imperfectly perfect, however you want to say it. I'll see you next week, week 7, for colon health. Thank you so much.